Hello and blessings. My name is Tarani. I am an energy healer, an advocate for alternative medicine and women's health. Today I'm going to share with you guys a video on how to create an herbal infusion. So the herbal infusion that I'm making today is with water and dry herb, which is nettle. But really, when you're making any type of herbal medicine, you're of course mostly going to be infusing the herb in something. But when I'm talking about herbal infusions as a whole, I'm talking about a long steeping water infusion process with the herb, which is just like tea, but it's much more intricate in the way that it sits for a little bit longer, anywhere from really an hour to overnight, or maybe even a few days if you would like. So really you just need a jar or something to put your herbs inside of. I'm going to be making nettle. I really love nettle infusions, especially when it's hot outside and I need to experience more cleansing or movement. For me, it creates a lot of more movement in my body as well as in my energy field. It helps me feel more joyful, honestly. I feel like as far as the spirit of nettle, it feels very playful, so I like to have nettle infusions. And I've also been experimenting with adding crystals into my infusions. So today I'm also going to be adding a quartz crystal into my infusions. When you do this, of course, it's really important to make sure that your crystal is clean and washed. And obviously, you want to make sure that your herbs are organic too. Those things are really important if you're trying to receive the nutrient, because it's a dry herb. You can't really wash it, and of course you can hope in good faith that if they did use pesticides, they washed it before they made it into a dry herb, but you always just want to get organic nonetheless. So you're going to take your jar, feels so good outside. Alrighty. So I always begin by setting intentions. I think anytime you're creating something, it's powerful to set intentions, even if it's like food or tea or anything. Anytime you're making something, if you can set intentions and pray into it, it can be very powerful for you in the relationship, and just making sure there's a balance of giving and receiving with all that you are taking in. So I will do that, and usually I will just say thank you, say hello, and let whatever it is that I'm creating, in this situation it is the herbs, letting them know where I want them to go. And so for me, I want them to go into my bladder to help me cleanse. I want it to go into my gut and help cleanse as well and create more joy, help open me up for more vibrancy. So I'm going to go ahead and just let the plant know, just like you would let your friend know how you're feeling, doing it the same with the plant. Saying thank you. So I'll begin with putting the crystal in. And then you can use a spoon. I like to just use my hands. Of course, you want to make sure your hands are clean, but I'm all about getting personal with your medicines and your body. So there you go, the herbs in the jar. As far as how much herbs to use for your jar, really, I'll be honest, I base it off of intuition. I would say if for a jar this size, you at least want like an ounce, about an ounce or a little bit under an ounce of the herb. But then there'll be some days I have like a lot more or a lot less, because this is something I do daily. I really allow my intuition to just kind of guide me. So this is how much I'm doing today. I invite you to play around with that as well, see how your intuition can serve you. Alright, so then, you'll take your water. I got this jar of water here, and you'll just pour it on top, sending love and gratitude. saying a prayer for our waters. Beautiful. And then I'll can it, just put the jar on top. And there we go. Sometimes I'll like to kind of move it around, make sure all the plant matter is wet. And it looks so beautiful, like when you watch them all moving. I don't know. I really love it. And so then, you know, it depends on when you're making it, but for me right now, with this jar, I'm going to leave it outside because it's such a beautiful day. The sunshine feels so pure, so I'm gonna just leave it outside for it to create a process almost like sun tea. So it's kind of like the same thing. But I'm gonna leave it out all day, and then I'll probably leave it out overnight as well. So I'm going to try to do a 24-hour infusion with this one so that I can really extract all the medicine into the water. So yeah, that's a herbal infusion with water. The thing with making herbal infusions with water, of course, is that you want to use it like within a day or two, you know, really a day, so that you can, it doesn't go bad. So water, of course, isn't a preservative. You know, I'm sure it could last you a few days, but really you want to drink it as fresh as possible. And that's why with oils, that's like a long-term a way to have the herb infusion preserved. But that's topical. You're not putting that inside of your body. And then with alcohol, that is like a very long-term preservative, and same with vinegar. Vinegar isn't as long-term as alcohol, but it is. But yeah, if you're wanting something like right away, and which I recommend, definitely herbal infusions. This is a simple way that I've invited luxury into my life, allowing myself to have drinks that are nourishing and really inexpensive too. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think, and thank you for watching this video. Cheers to peace, love, health, and wellness.